Hello, my precious dears. Come sit close to Auntie tonight. The lamp is glowing softly. My tea is warm. But the story I have for you today, oh, it will shock you at first, then fill your heart with the sweetest justice. Imagine marrying the love of your life, giving up your dreams to support his family, only to be called worthless, useless, and a mistake for 15 long years by your in-laws. They humiliated her in front of everyone, crushed her spirit, made her feel smaller than dust. But what happened after 15 years of silent suffering? The quiet, perfect revenge that no one saw coming. It will leave you speechless. Stay with Auntie till the very end, my loves, because this ending will restore your faith in karma. Her name was Wendy, a bright, gentle girl with the most beautiful smile you've ever seen. She grew up in a simple middle-class family. Her father was a government clerk, her mother a school teacher. Money was never plenty, but love and encouragement were. From childhood, Wendy dreamed of becoming a fashion designer. She would sketch dresses on old notebooks, sew clothes for her dolls from leftover fabric, and win every school art competition. Her teachers said she had magic in her fingers. She studied hard, got into one of the best design colleges on scholarship, and graduated at the top of her class. Big companies were calling her for jobs. Her future looked golden. Then she met Mitchell Tallkind, from a wealthy traditional family that owned several jewelry stores across the city. They fell deeply in love. Mitchell promised Wendy the world. "Marry me, and you can follow your dreams. I'll always support you." Wendy believed him. She turned down the big job offers, married Mitchell, and moved into his family's grand house, thinking she was gaining a second family full of love. Oh, my dears, how wrong she was. Right from the honeymoon return, the poison started dripping. Mitchell's mother, Mrs. Warner, proud woman, who wore heavy gold and judged everyone by wealth and status, looked at Wendy's simple clothes and said, "We expected Mitchell to marry someone more polished, someone who understands our lifestyle." Priya smiled and let it go, but it never stopped. At family dinners, Mrs. Warner would say loudly, "Wendy, designing clothes is just a hobby for rich girls. In our family, daughters-in-law help in the business or stay home properly." Mitchell's father would add, "What do you do all day? Sit and draw. That's not real work." His sisters would laugh and whisper, "She's so plain. No jewelry sense, no style." Mitchell could have done better. They called her worthless when they thought she couldn't hear, useless burden when guests left, a mistake on festival days. When she tried to help decorate, Wendy tried everything to win their love. She woke at 5 a.m. to cook elaborate breakfasts, cleaned the huge house spotless, learned all their favorite recipes, managed the household accounts perfectly, but nothing was ever enough. Even a maid could do this better, Mrs. Warner would sneer. Slowly, Priya stopped sketching. She packed away her sewing machine. She stopped talking about fashion. Her light dimmed day by day. Let me tell you about some of the worst moments, my dears, because this went on for 15 long years. When Wendy was pregnant with her first child, she had severe morning sickness. Mrs. Warner said in front of the whole family, "In my time, we never complained. You're just dramatic for attention." When the baby was born, a beautiful girl, Mrs. Warner sighed loudly. "We were hoping for a boy to carry the family name." Wendy cried alone that night. Years later, when Priya quietly started a small online clothing business from home, just a few custom orders, Mrs. Warner found out and mocked her at a family wedding. Selling clothes online, like a common vendor. How embarrassing for our family name. The guests laughed. Priya wanted the earth to swallow her. Mitchell defended her weakly at first, but over time he stayed silent, working longer hours at the family stores, leaving Wendy to face the cruelty alone. She began to believe the words, "Maybe I am worthless. Maybe I don't deserve my dreams." She stopped smiling, stopped singing to her children, became a shadow of the bright girl she once was. Then came the day that finally broke the last piece, but also lit a tiny spark inside her. The family was celebrating the 50th anniversary of their jewelry business, a grand event with 500 guests. Wendy spent months designing and stitching custom outfits for the whole family, beautiful, expensive-looking pieces that everyone praised. At the event, Mrs. Warner gave a long speech about family values and hard work, but never once mentioned Wendy's contribution. Instead, she thanked a famous designer they had hired for elevating our image. That night, Priya sat in her room and cried for hours, but something changed. She looked at her sleeping children and whispered, "No more. I will not let them steal my worth anymore." The next day, while the house was quiet, Wendy pulled out her old sewing machine. She started designing again secretly. Late nights, early mornings. She created a small collection, photographed it beautifully, and launched an anonymous Instagram page. No one in the family knew. She used her savings to buy fabric, worked when everyone slept, and slowly, orders started coming in. 5 quiet years passed. Priya's secret brand grew beyond imagination. Her designs, elegant, affordable, empowering, went viral. Celebrities wore them. Magazines featured her. Her annual income crossed what the family jewelry business made in years. She bought a beautiful independent studio, hired staff, and finally revealed her identity. The fashion world called her a genius who rose from nowhere. One day, the family business hit trouble. Online jewelry sales were eating their profits. They needed a complete rebrand, new look, new appeal to younger customers. Mrs. Warner called Wendy, voice sweet for the first time. "Wendy dear, you've always been so creative. Could you help us with our stores? We'll pay whatever you want." Wendy invited them to her studio. When they arrived, they saw walls of awards, racks of stunning clothes, staff calling her ma'am, clients waiting. Mrs. Warner's face turned pale. Wendy smiled calmly and said, "I'd love to help redesign your brand. My consultation fee starts at $10,000, and full project is $50,000. And I only work with people who respect creativity." The in-laws begged. Mitchell looked at his wife with tears, pride mixed with deep shame for his silence. Priya took the job. She created the most beautiful rebrand they'd ever had, modern, elegant, youthful. Sales soared. But more importantly, the respect finally came. Mrs. Warner apologized with folded hands. "We were blind. You are the most talented, strongest woman we've ever known. Forgive us." Priya forgave, but she also moved her family to a new home, set firm boundaries, and lived her life on her own terms, successful, confident, shining brighter than ever. My precious dears, never let anyone, family or not, steal your worth. Your dreams are sacred. Protect them.